What's going on, guys? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to another trucking vlog here with your boy Luis, aka Wolf Rider. How's it going? As you can see, we got a set of transformer. I got a sun in my face, so probably I'm squinting like I can't see. Got a set of transformer. Whole story on this load, guys. Hope your week is going okay. I got a whole story on this load. It is Wednesday. Listen, I should have been done with this load today, and we're not, and I'm gonna get into that in a minute. We're taking our 30-minute break here at this stop. This is stop number 2 for today out of 5. It's stop number 2, but we're only doing one more. We're gonna take our 30-minute break here. I think I already said that, but I'll explain what's going on. Just give me a second. We got the paperwork signed. I saw he already unloaded his one piece. We got one more piece that's coming off. We had one big piece taken off from the middle of the trailer. But I'll show you real quick the load in case you haven't seen these. Simple. Same place we picked up last time we did those transformers, but it was the tubes. This case we picked up a little more heavy stuff. They call them transformer. I don't know what you call these. If you know, comment below, let me know. But it's more utility boxes and stuff. I understand what they use for. But let me show you what we got. So like you saw, I'm taking the one piece there. And we got 1, 2, 5 more left. The last stop, or the first stop for tomorrow morning, which is the reason, well, one of the reasons, second reason why we're not done with this load yet, takes 3. And I'm hoping it's 1, 2, 3. He didn't put in order. There was another big one right here, a little heavier than this one, right in the middle. That was our first stop, which was the cost of the debuckle. And then I didn't confirm all the serial numbers to see the order, but hopefully we got one more to drop today, and I'm hoping it's one of these 2 back here. That way I can start weaving out. The other one takes 3, which will be the first one in the morning, and then 1 left for the last stop, which will be Richmond, Virginia. But that's what we got, 2 strap in each one. And that's what it is, easy peasy to unstrap at a time and get rid of it. Truck's doing all right. She's dirty, so still haven't had a chance to give her a bath, man. We had to hustle again, and like I said, I'll explain that in a second. All right, guys, so we'll keep you there so I can use my hands, because us Puerto Ricans, we use our hands for everything. So put my glasses so the sun's not in my eyes and I don't be squinting like I can't see you type stuff. But anyway, we picked up this load on Monday. now I'm kind of confused. Hold on. What happened? Yeah, on Monday. All right. So I think like I left you, I was picking up the pipe out of Pryor, Oklahoma. And yeah, we made it all the way to the house with a little less than extra time. You guys get my drift. But we made it all the way to the house on Friday night. Late night. It was by 11 o'clock at night. Had to push it through to the house, and we made it there for the weekend. That load was going to Nashville. So if you guys already been watching the channel, you guys know I live in Knoxville area. So yeah, we passed Nashville and we backtracked. So the extra money, yeah, that's about an extra 360 miles. Don't care. If they hit it further just to pick up a load, I'd rather be sitting at home, be at home with Ashley at this point. Is more worth it for me. We had a great week financially anyway for the truck and take home and all that kind of stuff after deductions. So not complaining. Went home for the weekend, and on Monday we went back to Nashville with delivered in Nashville. Then we went to Dyersburg, Tennessee, and picked up this load on Monday. Appointment was for 1. We got there at 11. Unfortunately, they have 2 locations in this place. If you've been out there, you know what I'm talking about. But just picture the same company, 2 locations on each side of the highway. Well, we picked up the other great transformer, 2 looking ones. That's 1 locations. Doesn't matter. They give you kind of a time appointment, but you can get there. Those guys load you 10, 15 minutes. Boom, out. Go secure. Get your paperwork. Be on your way. They really don't care about appointments there, because they're very quickly, they already have the orders that they're going to load outside, lined up in lanes, and the guys just get them, load your truck, you're done, and you're out of there. And they got a spot outside in the streets, a dead end, so you can kind of pull out, back in, and secure. You guys may have seen some of that in my past videos that I picked this type of loads off. This location, we went there because that's the address that we had. I left the house, delivered, and went there. This is about 5 hours and 25 minutes to do delivery and then get to Dyersburg for a pickup. To get home is 5 hours. From Dyersburg to actually the house is 5 hours. So it's very, very short time. You know, we get 11 hours driving. If you're not a truck driver and you kind of watch, we only drive 11, can allow, you know, DOT, FMCSA, we're allowed to drive 11 hours for the day, 14 on duty. I'm not going to go on the rest of the stuff, but only to actually drive 11 hours. So, you know, if I did use 5 and, 25, I only have like 5 hours, 35 minutes, right, left over. And you lose a couple of minutes every time you have to stop and keep going, stop signs, turns, things like that. That all takes time. Even traffic slowdowns, scale houses, you lose minutes as you're doing that. We made it all the way there anyway. We picked up, we had great timing, you know, and gained some extra minutes. And then we made it there. Unfortunately, when we got there, guys, I'm like, hey, I got slow, but you have to pick up at the other location, which is, 4.5 minutes out on the other side that I had to waste to go over there. But again, I said I got there at 11, appointment was at 1. They don't load you. They don't let you check in there till no earlier than 15 minutes prior to your appointment, and up to an hour after, which I think is freaking ridiculous, right? You're gonna have the same amount of trucks you're gonna load, just load as we get there. But they don't follow that on that particular building for whatever reason. So we go in there. I had to find a side road on the street right close to it and basically wait to my appointment. And I was creeping all around the building, the street, to get to, which is right next door to the location, to park there, because I needed to do my 2-hour break at that point, because I'm gonna waste an hour waiting for my appointment time now, because it was 11:45 when I got to that street. Wait to an hour, and again, I've been hustling, so my plan is I want to make it back to Knoxville. Number one, it's as far as I can go to start the load, the way it was already pre-planned. It's as far as I can go, and two, I can spend another night at home. Why not, right? Would you rather be on a truck stop just 45 minutes away, or be able to make it home and sleep in your own bed for a night? We got loaded eventually, finally secured. I did my split, basically my 2-hour split. Got the, saved my time, creeped out, got my paperwork, scooted out. Got on the road, got going. These loads, they should, the shipper should confirm everything with the receiver, with their clients, that the load is going out. They may not give them an exact date when it's arriving, but kind of arrange the dates, but they kind of have a schedule, right? You want to know when your stuff's getting there approximately, at least. They should have done that, but we get paperwork on the driver's side. Sometimes it tells us receiving, shipping, receiving hours. Sometimes it says, most of the time it still says, call 24 hours. Sometimes it's 4 days in advance. I'm mostly for them, but I like to call as soon as, as I'm en route, and just make sure if there's no receiving hours that I get what the receiving hours are. Let them know that I'm coming in and give an approximate ETA that I'm planning to get there. And that way, if there's some import issues, like it was on this load, get a heads up and kind of try to figure things out for yourself. For myself, in my case, make sure that I'm covered and I know what I need to do, and what my challenges are going to be, if any, which they're not very usual on this, but in this case, it was. So this is why drivers, rookies, listen, I'm gonna raise it up because I'm lowering my face. This is why you need to call every stop when you get multiple stops, especially. But if you haven't been there before, you don't have a confirmation, when you have multiple stops like this, make sure to call the customer ahead of time. Ask him, or the day before preferably, ask him for receiving hours and communicate with them that you're getting there and you got to load it. Especially flatbedders, steel and construction stuff like that, usually it's not an issue. They already know it's coming. But if you have a phone number to call, it's not and you feel you haven't been there before, you haven't done that load before, it is good to give them a call and just make sure that there's no issues, or maybe directions, special directions that you need to know because the address takes you to the wrong entrance side of the building, things like that, whatever. If you call, you'll find out. If you don't call, you're gonna get there, like I've seen on many YouTubes and videos, and have no idea what the hell you got to do when you get there. And maybe that's the wrong location. Maybe it's the right location, but you're pulling in the wrong side of the road, and now you have to have issues backing in, whatever. All sorts of things can happen, right? So call ahead, make sure you communicate as best you can. If they don't answer, leave a message, leave your phone number to call back. But it saves you a lot of trouble. In this case, this is what happened. And this is going to be the video, guys, because at least for the first part of this week. What happened? I called my first stop, which was about just under 2 hours from Knoxville. So I was like, cool, I'll make it to the house, which, by the way, I got home with seconds to my parking area. I got with seconds left on my clock, literally seconds. There was traffic in Nashville because I got loaded later than I was hoping and all that kind of stuff. And then there was an accident on the east side of Nashville already on 40, getting to Lenore City. There was an accident there before the 840 junction. So yeah, I was playing with my clock and stressed the F out, so you imagine, to make it home. Because at that point of the night, I wanted to make it home, but I made it home with seconds. But halfway in my drive, once I left the pickup, I called the customer, and the first stop, 1 unit. Most of these are 1 unit except the fourth stop. Basically, long story short, they tell me that piece, which we delivered this morning, was that big heavy one in the middle that I said earlier, should have not shipped. That they have spoken and got confirmation on last Friday that it wasn't going to ship, and even Monday morning that they didn't want it yet. It's not that they didn't want the unit at all, it's that they didn't want it yet. I guess they had other units coming in, and that one particular unit they did not want it at that location yet. But it shipped. It was on my truck. And the customer was real nice. They were cool on the phone. They didn't get angry at me or anything. They knew, I made clear I was the driver. I just picked up, and basically told them, they asked me what we're gonna do. I said, well, you're gonna have to contact who your contact is at your shipper, and they will contact my people, figure it out with you guys, and then we'll go from there. But I have other stops, and number 2, I'm gonna keep driving the way I was planned and then figure it out. If honestly, I was just a couple hours away from where I picked up, still good time to go back and return. If it wasn't because I was heading to the house, I would have probably stopped right there and call my DM directly myself, call the shipper, and like, hey, you guys need to figure this out. Do you want me to take it back or what? Because the customer had already told me they're working on stuff back there. Let's go on the truck. Let's go on the other side. I don't want to go on the truck here. We'll see how much time we got though, because I'm just checking my 30, and I got one more stop, and we got time to get there. And we got about 6 minutes. I'm just stretching my legs, boys. So yeah, there's less noise over here, right? I'll just hold this thing. It's gonna be a little shaky because I'm holding it, moving it. All right. So anyway, I kept going. The point is, I got going, and sure enough, about 45 minutes later, my agent at the office gave me a call, and he started explaining what was going on, like I didn't know what was going on, and I kind of interrupted him. I was like, hey, bud, I know exactly what you're calling me about, and it was because this happened with this load, and the customer said this, and they might want it at a different location, which is an extra 300 miles, but also there was another issue. Not only did I call that customer, I called my second stop, all good. I called my third stop, all good. I called the fourth stop. We're in the middle of the country. There's not a lot of truck stop up here, anything, places to stop. The fourth stop says, hey, our hours, yes, are from basically the 2 p.m., 7 to 2 p.m. with an hour lunch in the middle. But the lady says, but on Wednesday, mind you, I picked up on Monday. I was expected to deliver that on Tuesday, finish my load on Wednesday with my last stop, which is in Richmond, and they're 7 to 2:30. But he said, but on Wednesday, we're closed. We're shut down. We're not receiving anything. So that was issue number 2. Because now I was told to just stay in Knoxville and wait for them to contact me. So to figure out the first stop, and doing so, will definitely guarantee that I was not going to make it to that 4 stop on Tuesday, which was 7 hours away. And they're shut down on Wednesday. So that means I'm losing basically 2 days, Tuesday. And today's Wednesday and we're running. But basically I'm pushing the load a day behind before I can finish it because of the first stop. So yes, that was the issue with this load. He said we got the load taken care of. And we're going to finish it tomorrow. But if I had not called and kind of confirmed that early enough, it would have been worse because I would have taken off on Tuesday and then find out all this on the road on Tuesday. So that's why it's important to always call your multiple stops. Tennessee, whatever flight, but you got multiple stops, you got phone numbers to call. Even if the company said they already called and scheduled, they know, whatever. Always call and make sure that there's no other issues, because maybe there is. Maybe there is. Fit, I got to be at home, chill, and be with Ashley, and just kind of take an extra rest day. Benefit, as far as money-wise, you're wondering? Hell yeah, I got laid over pay, and I got extra pay for the mileage. So I almost kind of got 1.5 times what the load was originally going to pay. So I got definitely paid for that. So I got taken care of, which I'm happy for, especially because we have to be home Friday. And what I'm hoping, I'm going to finish this load tomorrow and get a load, hopefully again from Cofield, going back towards Tennessee, that I can deliver and be home by Friday, no later than 4 o'clock, because I have an event to be by 7 at night on Friday. So I'm giving myself a 4 o'clock timeline, even though I can push it to 5, maybe even 6, but that'll be too much. But that was the thing. That's the issue with the load, and I just want to share. That's why an example of what is crucial for us to communicate with our customers or with people who are receiving, especially on multi-stop drops. Make sure you call, because you don't know if you're going to have an issue, and you need to have a plan B. Not only your clock is important, your time, and also fight for more money if you need. They owe you money for the extra work. So luckily in my case, I was able to make it home and be at home that extra day. But if it was somewhere else, I would have been stuck somewhere else for an extra day. And our time is money. So if you're a company driver, you have possibly a little less leeway. They'll pay you the extra mileage or whatever. But when you're owner-op, or at least LPs, and you pay your own equipment, you have more leeway. So make sure you fight for your stuff. And TSH took care of me. The manager was already involved from day one. They were appreciative that I had communicated and given them all the heads up that I knew what was going on, and it was me calling that caused all this to get fixed. So they were happy about that. So hope you guys are doing okay. That's all I want to share for right now. We're gonna continue, go drop this last stop. This is a box truck that just pulled over. He might need my space. Let's see, he thinks it's okay. It's a little box truck. It's just gonna back in behind me. But we're gonna drop this off, finish this load tomorrow. So that'll be in another video. But I just wanted to kind of share that, give you that hint and that point on this video real quick, on how important it is to communicate with your customers and make sure you get yours. And you know what's going on, because I see a lot of videos of people that do YouTube as well, rookies and stuff, that make this mistake of not calling and then getting there. It's like, oh, I didn't know, or this and that, or complaints of messages. Call. It takes a couple of seconds, a whole minute. Leave a message if they don't answer. My next stop, which we're going to right now, the phone number they gave me was these are electrical companies. The phone number they gave me was to the customer service where you pay your bill and stuff like that. I called and I talked to somebody and I told them, hey, I'm not a customer. I need, get to the receiving department. And they helped me out. They transferred me to the right department in person and to the actual building. And I got the phone number for the person which I'm about to call, and then I'm on my way. So, do what you got to do to cover yourself, so you can plan your day and you have less issues to have to solve throughout your day. And in my case, I was able to not only, schedule what I was going to do, but that I could spend time, not leave. If I would have left the house, I would have screwed the rest of the week. It would screw my clock, my time. I would have even more upset and mentally and stressed out. But luckily, I did what I had to do, and I got it all worked out for my favor as well. So do that, guys. But again, hit that like button if you haven't liked. hit that like button. Yeah, much appreciated. It helps the channel grow, and I'll continue, making videos like this, which is for you guys. So, and if you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing. Till next sometimes, Wolf Friday out. Peace.